on me. Now you trying to swim, you see my jeweler threw some water on me. If I was you and you was me, you would've left me out. Got it on my own, I would never ask you to help me out. My energy protected, I've been burning sage. Follow how you feelin', you won't be led astray. I said it and I meant it, don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me?
You know I need someone.
You never forget your first panic attack. Too big of a one too many backs. No word of a lie, Jack. Trust me to try and get sidetracked. When I think of my first panic attack, I'm right back in the love shack. We've been here before, Jack, and we ended up with a sight quack, and it's mass trauma to try and unpack.
So breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Tell me what you see. You feel you're here, but you gotta believe. Just breathe whilst you're down on your knees. Just breathe, yeah, you just gotta breathe. Gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe.
Close call, Jack, you wasn't much fun that, so I go back. Retrace your old in a stack and life hacks. Let's not revisit our panic attacks. Life's hard enough, swap the tic-tacs. Give clean a try, Jack. Feed the fiend a Big Mac. I've tried that, and it's right back to blackjack.
So breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Tell me what you need. You're free, you're healed, but you gotta believe. Just breathe, whilst you're down on your knees. Just breathe, yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. Just gotta breathe. See, lately I've been crying my heart out. What is happening to me? And how am I gonna calm down when my own mind's my worst enemy? Just breathe, tell me what you need. You're free, you're healed, but you gotta believe. Just breathe, whilst you're down on your knees. Just breathe, yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe.
Son, where'd you find this?
Ever since why I've been talking my been laid up, been chained up. This don't change us. Just been through a lot. We gon' bounce back right up just like this. Yeah. Let me get my together. I got a jewel to catch. Always saying we together. Wanna be a part of the flag. Y'all that's out till no sign. Making citizens arrest. I told the we gon' eat forever. I never let them start a death. Quavo, how you manifest? Cause I'm him in the flesh. In the same breath, I can show him how to American Express. I'm tired of you talking about him. Please let my nephew rest. This ain't nobody doing nothing. All on get. Shut it down, baby, shut it down. Huncho, shut it down, it's a mess. Little bit of meet me at UPS. Don't come around if if you stand down, since you stand down, get a check. Got this out the mud, look, get low, I'm making it scratch. Drop dead fresh like the mint. Yeah, them was at the mint. Cold. Sean Carter, Quasi. I didn't take the martyr cause it didn't go to Jimmy Carter. Smarter, not harder. Wells Fargo in a Chargers. Want me to show you how to get to the top? Should've met me at the bottom. For real. I never fall out with an over Instagram follow. I call all the Instagram models, tell them let's take a trip to Cabo. Like, hey, mama, call me Johnny Bravo. Mama. Yeah. Tahoe, I'm a man, macho. Jump out the gym, we all trim. Making a movie, ain't a film. Bad, gon' flip my feel. He had so much.
Happy to have you with us for NBA. We're excited to be here for opening day tip-off, Doris. It feels like the league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, BA, absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
Here are the five for the Suns. We've got Kevin Huerter, Lauri Markkanen out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Lillard in at the point. Now here's Brown. Over Huerter. Brown can't hit.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Moran against Huerter. Back to Jokic. Out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Mobley. Moran against Bane. And Morant gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Huerter to the middle. Here's Jokic. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This is why Jokic is an all-star caliber talent. He has an ability to hit hard contested shots.
Here's Moran. And he gets it to go.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Jokic over Mobley. Alexander Walker grabs the board. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. The coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Huerter. Offensive rebound. Markkanen from long range. Here's Jokic. And finally, they hit one.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Suns beat them last time when these two met in Phoenix.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
A look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Nikola Jokic.
They've got to be happy about how many more assists he's been dishing out lately. He's got a pass-first mentality, and with how well he's been distributing, that's a very good thing. His teammates love playing with him.
Brown finds Jones. Bane against Morant. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Great D that time from Bane. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively, so I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Jazz trail by 3. Outside, Alexander Walker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
And he makes the first. Hits both from the stripe. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Markkanen with a screen on Morant. Inside. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, this is where Markkanen's feel for the game. You can put him in pick and roll. He is going to find a way to score it.
Here's Morant. And it's Bane with the rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
Shot clock at 5. Lillard passes to Jokic. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
That free throw misses.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game.
Good on the second one. Jazz trail by 4. Outside, Brown. Pass Pass to Mobley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, that is a big-time, tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Jokic the screen. Lillard fires away from way outside. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Morant, pass to Mobley. Brown with it. And he hits it to tie the game.
You see Jaylen Brown, he has the kind of verticality, athleticism necessary to make tough shots inside.
Herder, a screen on Brown. Outside Herder. Jokic, the screen. Herder passes to Markkanen. Knocks down the long J. Markkanen's got 5.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Mobley on a screen. Launches it. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Bane with it, guarded by Morant. Here's Lillard. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
So Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. Utah, number 1.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
Here's Morant. Now here's Brown. Jones with a screen on Herder. Here's Brown. Outside for Morant. The Jazz again can't hit.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Markkanen outside. From deep, Bane. Jones with the block. Brown finds Morant. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 6.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Lillard left side. Here's Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be Evan Mobley. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Phoenix.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. And Jokic drops them both. Jazz trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Puts it up. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Jokic with a screen on Morant. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Dunn, he's checked in for Utah. Jerome comes in for Ja Morant. And a change for the Suns. Bobby Portis has checked in for Nikola Jokic. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Markkanen outside. Lillard outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for Bane.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
That one's no good. Utah trailing here. Here's Jerome. Coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Here's Markkanen. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up. Odor's the 7-footer from Finland. Lauri Markkanen. What makes him so tough to stop?
Well, the size you mentioned, 7 foot. The sweet shooting that he provides. He's got tremendous range and accuracy from 3-point territory. Can put it on the deck. Is willing to mix it up on the glass. There's a lot to like.
That's good for Markkanen. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Now here's Vanderbilt. Here's Jerome. Knocks it down from distance. Jerome's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Portis a screen. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Pure from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 5.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
They get it back, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Utah shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Second team foul. Find the lane. Find the lane. No shot. Jaylen Brown shooting 1.
Free throw good. Brown.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now here's Lillard. Give him 8. Pass to Bane. Puts up a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dunn right side. Markkanen against Brown. Vanderbilt, a screen on Markkanen. To the paint. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Well, Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Pass to Markkanen. Now Bane. Markkanen sets a screen. Off the mark there with a three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jerome passes to Brown. There's the drive. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so it's Phoenix with it. Outside Herter. And Lillard puts up a deep three. Can't connect from long distance. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Jerome on the wing. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Portis with a screen on Brown. Portis finds Lillard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Brown. Banked it in off the glass. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Markkanen for 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's the pick. And here's Brown for 3, making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
To the inside, Herter. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Alexander Walker. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line.
Lauri Markkanen, second personal foul. Third team foul.
Utah shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Dunn, he's checked in for Alexander Walker.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Brown.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
Here's Vanderbilt. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Brown passes to Dunn. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt, a screen on Olynyk. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. From deep, Bane. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Utah ahead, up 1. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
And so in the game for the Suns, Desmond Bane is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Grant in at the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Jones in the post, working on Olynyk. Now here's Morant, guarded by Van Vliet. Mobley against Jokic. Here's Morant. And another miss by Utah.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Van Vliet on the wing. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Olynyk against Vanderbilt, 6 to shoot. Payne with a screen on Jones. Grant's shot is off. Utah leading. Dunn, the pass to Morant. Vanderbilt with it. Mobley down low, guarded by Olynyk. Back to Morant. Utah with another miss. Phoenix is shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Do not test Evan Mobley, a top-level shot blocker.
Grant against Vanderbilt. Pass to Mobley. Back to Vanderbilt. Shoots it from the high post. And it's Morant again missing.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Grant's shot is off. The Jazz have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Outside Morant. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Utah. And Morant drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Lillard passes to Markkanen. Now Graham. Here's the three. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Outside, Alexander Walker. Vanderbilt against Markkanen. Here's Mobley. Good. Mobley's got his second basket of the game.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Utah leading by 5. Well, Graham, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And so here's Phoenix, following the bucket by Utah. Pass to Lillard. Takes a three. The rebound by the Jazz. Vanderbilt's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Now here's Mobley. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Markkanen, the pass to Lillard. A shot to stop the run. Tries again. And Huerter lays it up and in. Huerter's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It's time for dance day. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Let's go. Keep it going.
Boucher's checked in. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. In the third spot, Utah.
Well, they made a huge commitment to rebounding last year, and it showed in the numbers. They were spectacular.
Here's Morant. Give him 8. Down low. Out to Mobley. Lets it go. The Jazz again can't hit.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Grant finds Lillard. Lets it fly. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's Morant. To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker. And he slams it in one-handed.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Now, this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer, just so skilled, he can find different spots to be effective.
Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Mobley. It's hauled in by Huerter. Huerter's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jokic. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Boucher outside. Launches a 3. Jokic grabs the board. Suns trail by 4. Here's Lillard. 4-3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Lillard's got 11.
That's his first triple of the second period. 3rd of the game.
Boucher outside. Pass to Jones. Here's Mobley. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And here's Markkanen. Fires from deep. Here's Jokic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 11 points in the game.
You got to do more than this to stop Jokic. He's so adept at scoring on the defense.
Markkanen against Boucher. Misses the three. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Lillard against Morant. Lillard passes to Markkanen. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Jokic passes to Lillard. Outside Herter. Back to Lillard. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Morant. To the inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Evan Mobley is in a zone right now. The defense would be well advised to try to keep it away from him.
Lillard against Morant. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Alexander Walker. Herter defending. Morant, the pass to Alexander Walker. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
A different look here for Utah. Brown, he's checked in for Boucher. Dunn comes in for Jones. And Jerome subbed in for Ja Morant. Portis, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bane comes in for Grant. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The three from Bane hits the three-pointer. Bane's got 7.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Jerome passes to Alexander Walker. Now Dunn. From the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Markkanen. He's got 14. Pass to Portis. Now here's Lillard. This one for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
Here's Dunn. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 6. Bane finds Lillard. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Brown's got 7 rebounds in the game. It was stolen by Lillard. Outside Herter. Back to Lillard. Markkanen outside. There's the 3. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Dunn outside. Back to Brown. Pass to Mobley. Brown, a screen on Portis. Here's Mobley. Plenty of space. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Lillard with the ball. Shot clock at 6. And here's Herter, covered by Mobley. The 3 is up. Herter can't hit. And so Brown will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Jazz leading by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jalen, a strong defensive effort thus far. What do you guys need to improve on in the second half?
To be honest, it could be a little better. We could all be a little better, especially me. Made a little bit of mistakes in the first half, so second half we got to clean it up.
He set the bar high, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Phoenix Suns.
I'd like to.
Glad you could join us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Jazz leading by 5. Evan Mobley out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Markkanen and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Outside, Brown. Right side, Morant to the paint. Here's Mobley. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Lillard. Shot on the wing. And he drops that one in. Lillard's got 13.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team's spacing.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Morant. Over to the left wing. Looking to get back on track. And then Morant with the dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Here's Lillard following the bucket by Utah. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Goes up from the block. That one a little long. Suns trail by 3. And here's Jokic. Pass to Lillard. And the Suns miss again.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Brown, that's good.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Lillard finds Markkanen. Lillard, a screen on Brown. Back to Lillard. Mobley against Jokic. Herter from long range. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Utah leading by 6. Brown passes to Jones. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Olynyk checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. The Suns in 5th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Mobley up top. Lays it up and banks it in. Mobley's got 14 points for the game.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Pass to Bane. Back to Lillard. Fires the three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
From deep, Bane nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 10.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
From deep, Morant. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's Herder on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker. Lillard against Jones. Clock at 6. And stolen by Brown. Pass to Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Mobley. Grant's checked in for Phoenix. Van Vliet comes in for Damian Lillard. Count that one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Oh, they get a hand on it. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 16-5 run. Back to Morant. Vanderbilt, a screen on Bane. And here's Morant outside. Sinks it from distance. Morant's got 15.
Draining his first 3 of the game. No doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Pass to Jokic. Left side Bane. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. 13 points in the game.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Vanderbilt, the pass to Brown. Oh, Brown just throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Jokic. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Such a powerfully built man. I mean, Jokic seems to just brush off the foul from the opposition.
Dunn, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Utah leading by 11. Outside, Brown. Grant against Jones. Back to Dunn. Pass to Morant. And there's the lob. Oh, rise up, Jaylen Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Outside, Olynyk. On the wing, Bane. Back to Olynyk. And stolen by Brown. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. A different look here for Utah. Dunn comes in for Jones. And Jerome subbed in for Ja Morant. And a change for the Suns. Bobby Portis is checked in for Jokic. Suns trail by 13. Van Vliet with it. No points yet. The 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Now here's Dunn. Outside Vanderbilt. Takes the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Vanderbilt's got 5.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Puts it up from 12. Van Vliet misses.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Jerome passes to Dunn. Brown with it. Outside Vanderbilt. And he gets it back. Top of the key jumper, no good. Suns trail by 16. Back to Van Vliet. Inside, here's Bane. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Brown against Olynyk. Here's Jerome. He has 7. Pulls it. Nice open look, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Van Vliet. And that one, good. Van Vliet's got his first points of the game.
Well, we've seen consistently that Fred Van Vliet can score on the interior, even if it's against size.
And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Bane. Back to Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. Outside Bane. From downtown, Utah grabs the miss. Brown's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Van Vliet outside. No good from outside. Utah leading by 17. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Well, Olynyk, such a deft touch on the interior. Keeps the ball high. The defense has no chance.
And here's Brown for 3. Counted from distance. Brown's got 15 points in just the second half.
The name of the game isn't scoring. It's scoring efficiency.
Outside Olynyk. Pass to Bane. It's deflected. Here's Jerome. Guarded by Van Vliet. 2 points. That one goes. Jerome's got 9.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. For the Jazz, Mobley, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Morant in for Dunn. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Suns. Herter comes in for Grant. Now here's Markkanen. 19 points in the game. Outside Herter. Portis a screen. The 3 is up. Herter can't hit.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And stolen by Herter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant against Van Vliet. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Fred Van Vliet, such a high IQ player, understands how to draw contact.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Van Vliet.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
There's so many things to love about Fred Van Vliet's journey and his game, but perhaps the best attribute, his intelligence, his ability to outthink the defense.
And that one's good. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Utah ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number. And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stops. The offensive code. See if we can move it a little bit more against the Reds and then drive it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Damian Lillard, Bobby Portis out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Jokic in at the 5. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Both free throws good from Portis. Here's Morant. Outside, Brown. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 20. To the middle. A shot by Lillard, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Back to Morant. Mobley, a screen on Lillard. Here's Morant. Here he goes. And he comes up with a bucket. Morant's got 11 points here in the second half.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Morant. Mobley deciding where to go with it. And Portis comes to help. Outside, Brown. 5 to shoot. Mobley on a screen. Brown can't hit. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Suns. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. And it's Jokic missing. Utah leading by 22. Pass to Morant. Outside Jones. Outside, Brown. Now Morant. Here's Alexander Walker. 3-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Markkanen, the pass to Huerter. Now Lillard, hounded by Morant. Pass to Markkanen. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Throws it up high, and Mobley throws it down.
Well, talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. checked in for Phoenix. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Jokic. Tipped away. Here's the break. Outside Morant. Lets the three fly. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Outside, Brown. Back to Morant.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Markkanen outside. And there's the screen. Down low. And there's Bane. That one's good. The assist by Markkanen.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Outside Jones, who is stolen by Lillard. Going all the way to the rack. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Here's Mobley. Phoenix grabs the miss. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
That one's off. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge. Guys, what you love about Evan Mobley is his ability to impact the game at both ends. Obviously, defense is ahead of the offense right now, but that offense is really growing.
Markkanen misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Mobley outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Morant. Shot from the mid-range. The Jazz again can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Lillard kicks it out to Bane. Herder with it. Covered by Alexander Walker. And here's Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Markkanen from long range. Hauled in by Brown.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Utah with another miss.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Herder finds Lillard. Back to Herder. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age. Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. Looking to end this cold spell. And Lillard gets it to go. Here's Morant. Outside, Brown. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And Jokic throws it down.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Morant against Bane. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
And Morant, no good on that one.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Morant against Lillard. Now Bane, 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Bane. From deep. Utah grabs the miss. Mobley's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
But this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Jokic. Back to Herder. And here's Jokic. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And the Suns making a change here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Jokic. Olynyk comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Grant's checked in for Herder. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Lillard. The Jazz have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Pass to Boucher. Now here's Vanderbilt, defended by Portis. Dunn left side. From outside the arc, connects from downtown.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Outside Olynyk. Van Vliet scanning the floor. They need this. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, Fred VanVleet, we've seen him. He's able, off the dribble, to create enough space for his shot.
Boucher a screen on Bane. To the paint. It's stolen by Olynyk. Van Vliet right side. Pass to Olynyk. Now here's Bane. Portis a screen. Bane, the pass to Olynyk. Drills it from deep.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Boucher with it. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Here's Bane. Got a piece of it. Morant with it. Releases. Utah with another miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Grant. Oh, Morant with the block.
Oh, the energy Morant has is just insane. Using it there on the defensive end to swat the shot.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Outside Bane. Pass to Olynyk. And Morant over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Bane. Tries it from 16, and the shot falls short that time. Utah leading by 23. Dunn outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Fred VanVleet.
Well, Chris Dunn has proven over and over he is not afraid of drawing contact on these shots.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Phoenix making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. .124 left in the fourth. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Jazz shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Jazz.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jaylen Brown.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Boucher a screen on VanVleet. Pass to Dunn. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard outside. And here's VanVleet from the arc. No good on the shot. Morant against VanVleet. Here's Morant. So it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And now let's check in with Allie LaFour. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaFour, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian.
It can't be true if she dated you. AP baby blue, papers pink, I probably hate me too. You ever spent 6 figures and stared at... Yeah. Started with a wait in line. Weird, I'm asking my Blasian one, why you so focused on your Asian side? I know that the Jack boys pray that they get to the clubs and Dave's inside.
Canadian goose. I know you lose them, how you get them, I won't take him. Yeah, I told him I make money, money don't make. Change my life or being me. a problem. I was getting guala, I said, drama. I was rocking babes when I seen y'all rocking times. When you feel like this, no, you wouldn't even change your flaws. Took my time to get this shine, but I still skipped the line. I realized the still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. In front of your building, sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a coat. You gotta keep the devil in his hole. But you know how it go. I'm front line every time it's sold. Flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, on the boat. Then dock that Tulum, just love. Listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising, my cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, I blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you used to. I'm a urban legend, South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L but gotta eat for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and roll, snatch from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever, playing chess, not checkers. Boy, you clever. See, bro, you ain't living by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Wanna hear your CD fall. I'm finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe and they appear. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair. Find your purpose or you wasting there. Though y'all scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to... Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the... NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles. Still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Embiid is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Irving at the 1.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Now, Nembhard. At the top of the key, Turner. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid sets the pick for Irving. That shot, no good. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. And Vucevic pulls it down.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Kamara. Nembhard covering. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Misses the 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Barrett gets it to go.
I think RJ found that floater right as he got into the area. One more step. He was able to spot the rim. Soft touch.
Pass to Embiid. And he lays it straight in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Halliburton. And here's Towns. No good from outside.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And such a gifted finisher. Once Kyrie gets inside, he knows he's got you where he wants you.
Halliburton passes to Vucevic. Back to Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. He's coming off an excellent season, 7th in free throw percentage, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Here's Nembhard. Back to Irving. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Irving's got 7 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Back to Halliburton. Here's Vucevic, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Love watching Vucevic rebounding the rock. The effort he plays with brings his whole team up.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now Barrett, after the missed three from Joel Embiid.
Well, that's a good confidence builder right there as RJ finds some room from the mid-range to knock it down.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Now, here's Halliburton. Here's Towns. Nembhard grabs the board. Right side Turner for the three. The second effort. Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Embiid. And the 76ers tack on two more.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Now, here's Barrett. 6 points for him. And Vucevic kicks to Barrett. From deep. That shot missing. The 76ers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Embiid dishes to Turner. 76ers moving the ball around. Outside Irving goes up on the top of the key. Vucevic with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Towns. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers trail. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner. He said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. So you have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here's Halliburton. Puts up a deep three. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Halliburton. Towns has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Milwaukee. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Bucks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for R.J. Barrett.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Embiid. Vucevic defending. Fader on the way. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Outside, Towns. Barrett kicks to Powell. Shoots over Nembhard. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Driving in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here is Halliburton. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Nembhard with it. Powell on him. Irving finds Nembhard. Turner with a screen on Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Coulibaly. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Spurs. Now, here's Barrett. Tight defense on him. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Irving. Embiid with it. Vucevic defending. Rebound, Milwaukee. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving against Barrett. Halliburton outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
No good on that one. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And the Bucks making a change here. Azubuike's checked in. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyler Hero comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Steady from behind the three-point line. Halliburton is someone you rely on to knock down a few threes.
Embiid from outside. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. Powell against Hero. Halliburton outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot by Powell, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Embiid. Embiid with a screen on Towns. Hands it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Azubuike, the pass to Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
And Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
Pass to Sohan. A 3-pointer off the mark. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Halliburton with the steal. Here's Barrett. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Halliburton. And then for Philadelphia, Smith checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Irving. And that one falls for Barrett.
Well, such a multi-tooled player. R.J. Barrett can get you points, can make plays for others, and he's a terrific rebounder for his size.
Joe with it, defended by Paul. Joe passes to Hero. Here's Koulibaly. Sohan with the screen. They need this. Pass to Smith. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. A 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Paul looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
15 foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Chris Paul taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Bucks making a switch here. And both free throws good from Paul. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Norman Powell was out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Vucevic, and it's Kamare in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Hero kicks to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Hero. Back to Smith for 3. Chris Paul grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Vucevic, a screen on Hero. And it's Paul missing. The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Hero. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Hero. The tray. It's good from long range. Hero's got the first basket of the second quarter for the 76ers. And so Powell will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now Vucevic. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here is Smith. Still scoreless. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Milwaukee in the lead. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Vucevic down low. He's against Turner. Good work defensively by Turner. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Here's Nembhard following the basket by Chris Paul. Nembhard, the pass to Smith. On the wing, Turner. Vucevic defending. Shot clock at 3. Smith for 3. The 76ers with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Powell. No scoring in this one. Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 4. Nembhard with it. Here's Turner. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you know how hard Turner goes. Has the strength needed to work through the contact and finish.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. They're checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Halliburton subbed in for Paul. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid comes in for Smith. And Irving subbed in for Coulibaly. And that one misses.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
And he makes that one. Halliburton's got 12 in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nembhard, the pass to Irving. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And Irving pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Irving double team. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic.
You tried to guard Kyrie without fouling, and that is a challenge unto itself. So nimble with the ball and that shifty handle.
First free throw is good.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Pass to Powell. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hero. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Kamare. Here's Barrett. And Embiid with the block.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Nembhard the pass to Hero. Embiid with a screen on Powell. Shots good by Hero.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Kamare. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Irving dishes to Embiid. Six to shoot. His three-pointer's off the mark. For the Bucks, their last game a win against the Lakers. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Barrett. Over Irving. Now here's Powell. Fires from deep. Got a hand on it.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot. Managing to swat that one away.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And it's Halliburton missing. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the 76ers. The 11-footer. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 15.
And this is how explosive Irving can be. Such a clever and versatile scorer.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Checked in for the Bucks. Outside, Barrett. Outside, Towns. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
That one drops for him. And the 76ers lead by 3.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Kamare. Barrett wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
RJ right there moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
And here is Hero. He has 7. Embiid with a screen on Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Hero, no good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Here's Kamara. Still yet to score. And Vucevic kicks to Halliburton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. It's stolen by Barrett. Pass to Halliburton. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hero passes to Embiid. Down low, kicks it out to Hero. Turner with the screen for Hero. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee in the lead. Well, Branson's entering the NBA. Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner. Pass to Kamara. Bucks passing it around. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Phoenix Suns.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
The Bucks making a switch here as the Bookies checked in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. Great showing for him last season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Here's Koulibaly. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Nembhard finds Irving. Over in the corner, Turner. To end the cold streak. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Irving.
And that is just money from Kyrie. He's so dangerous from outside the three-point line.
Now, here is Halliburton. 16 points for him. Gamare misses. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Back to Irving. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Onside, Barrett. Here's Towns. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
And the defense has to guard Towns better than this because he is just too gifted a shooter.
Turner with a screen on Barrett. Shoots from the high post. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Towns for 3.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Koulibaly. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Halliburton outside. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 4. Zohan, the pass to Nembhard. Comes up empty down low. The Bucks shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Taken away. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up the floor. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Now Halliburton. 16 points for him. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Halliburton's got 19 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could... And now let's take a glimpse at some of the game. Thanks for spending halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Irving, Miles Turner out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Barrett kicks to Vucevic. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here goes Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
The 76ers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Towns. Outside for Halliburton. And the 3 off target. The 76ers shooting here about 46% for the game. From downtown, it's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Barrett. Back to Halliburton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Irving.
And there's not a spot on the floor where Kyrie cannot damage you.
Here's Kamare. Halliburton outside. Towns sets the pick for Halliburton. Pass to Kamare. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Kamare's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving against Barrett. A step-back shot here. Irving can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 4. Halliburton in the corner. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Nembhard. Barrett against Irving. Embiid sets the pick for Irving. Another miss by Irving. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Towns sets the pick for Halliburton. Offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
How about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The 76ers third.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Embiid finds Turner. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Kamare. Nembhard covering. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Koulibaly. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Koulibaly's got 8.
Nice dive from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
And it's Towns missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Back to Halliburton. Over Irving. A nice shot by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 24 points.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Halliburton. Embiid with a screen on Halliburton. Koulibaly. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Back to Towns. The Bucks working the ball around. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. Halliburton, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Irving. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game. Halliburton passes to Barrett. Now Vucevic. Barrett trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
2 shots.
Take a break.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Vucevic. The 76ers trail by 6. Irving passes to Embiid. Rebounded by the Bucks. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's good, 2 points.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Smith outside. Irving dishes to Smith. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Powell. Outside, Towns. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Irving passes to Embiid. Looking to end the run. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Powell, the pass to Vucevic. Now Thibault. He's defended by Koulibaly and stolen by Irving. And here's the fast break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Irving is an excellent facilitator. He's going to have those big openings. He'll take advantage.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that 3-point line.
Now here's Paul. Covered by Joe. And it's Paul penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So maybe now's the time when we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. We don't have enough time.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
Not much more you can say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
Both free throws good from Paul.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Joe, defended by Paul. Joe can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
It's just a master class when Chris Paul has the ball. Great at orchestrating the offense and right there finding his teammate.
Joe passes to Hero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he knocks down the first one.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
And he can't hit the second.
Every team in the league would love to have a guy like Tyler Hero, an elite shooter off the catch, scores in bunches and spaces the floor.
Pass to Azubuike. It's hauled in by Hero.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Bounce pass from Paul. To the middle. Over Joe. Cranes it from 9 feet away. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
From an early age, CP3 had to learn how to finish through contact. And even though the guys have gotten bigger, so has his chances of finishing those plays off.
Here's Hero. Again, Philadelphia. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. Pass to Towns. Now here's Thibault, defended by Sohan. Powell for 3. That shot misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And they continue to control the glass.
Fires at the elbow. The shot by Paul, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Sohan, the pass to Hero. Smith sets the pick for Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Powell kicks to Thibault. Back to Powell. Pass to Paul. Towns for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The 76ers, number 1.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
The free throw drops for Sochan. And so he makes both from the line. 1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Towns a screen on Hero. Here's Powell. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Norman Powell, he is compact and powerful and able to take that hit.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively, and we'll step up and start to pour it in.
Sochan with the ball, now guarded by Towns. Bucks leading by 7. Thybulle on the wing. He's defended by Coulibaly. Paul for 3. Drills it from outside. Paul's got 11.
Deceptive speed from Paul there. You never know what he's going to do.
The 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Smith. There's a good screen. Back to Coulibaly. Now here's Thybulle. Still without a basket. Paul outside. With some arc, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Hero. Shot to stop the run. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
It's stolen by Smith. Joe in the corner. Hero with it. He's got 13. Smith with a screen on Azubuike. There's Hero with a 3.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Barrett. Also, Tyrese Halliburton out there. Vucevic is out there with Powell. And it's Kamare in at the power forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And Embiid being assertive offensively, wasting no time in getting that one.
Vucevic against Embiid. Halliburton outside. Driving the lane. Over Irving. Halliburton, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Outside Irving. Pass to Embiid. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Vucevic. Barrett the pass to Halliburton. From outside, off the mark.
Been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Hero on the wing. High post, Embiid. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, Embiid missing. Bucks leading by 7. And here is Powell. And the rejection by Embiid. Powell against Hero. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Turner finds Hero. Puts up a 3. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff, guys.
Thank you, David. The 76ers trail by 5. Outside Irving. Hero passes to Embiid. 9 feet out. Assertive move by Embiid.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Onside, Barrett. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now Embiid. Shoots over Vucevic, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Joel Embiid.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Here's Vucevic. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Irving. Vucevic with the block. Right wing. Barrett kicks to Halliburton. Here's Vucevic. Cans the 12-footer.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Inside, here's Nembhard. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Kamare. Outside, Barrett. Powell against Hero. The shot by Powell, no good.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Outside Irving. To take the lead. Rebound, Milwaukee. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the steal. Hero on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hero's got 9 points here in the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Irving against Barrett. Hero passes to Irving. Clock at 4. Shots good by Turner.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
That's to Vucevic. Bucks passing it around. Halliburton outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Embiid. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Halliburton on the wing. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Nemo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Powell. Coulibaly, he's checked in for the 76ers. And here are the 76ers now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And the shot goes in.
And Kyrie constantly beating his defenders and so good in those tight quarters with the basket.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Halliburton outside. And he banks in the layup. Halliburton's got 26 points.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. The line for the 76ers. Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And Embiid drops them both. Bucks trail by 5. Bounce pass, Halliburton. To Vucevic. And here's Barrett. 5 to shoot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. To the middle. Here's Turner. Great D that time from Vucevic.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Irving passes to Turner. Here's Coulibaly. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Halliburton. Towns looking it over. Ball's knocked loose. Coulibaly with it. Picked up by Barrett. Outside Irving. Embiid sets the pick for Irving. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Kamare misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Embiid with a screen on Barrett. Nembhard finds Turner. Barrett the pass to Vucevic. Yes! And the foul. That one on Embiid.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And it's tied up with that one. And Philadelphia has possession. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Bucks on defense. Irving passes to Nembhard. To the paint. Here's Coulibaly. He's covered by Halliburton. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Nembhard. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Nembhard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Halliburton sets the pick for Barrett. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Here's Embiid, rebounded by Vucevic. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range, and they take the lead.
Wow, Barrett not giving up and making a difference.
Now here's Irving. Here's Embiid. Locked in. Embiid with the contested shot.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
And the pass to by Kamara. Huge shot there, and the crowd knows it.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 32 points.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Halliburton with it. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Turner. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Kamara. And here's Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Barrett kicks to Halliburton. Lets a floater go.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Here's Irving. And an intentional foul right there.
Third person, 13 foul. Shooting from Philadelphia. Kyrie Irving at the line for two.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
So it's Milwaukee now. Halliburton passes to Barrett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Halliburton looking around. Pass to Barrett. Here's Kamare. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally, just trying to come out here and put on a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, D.A., thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.